Head out about 10 miles or so from the capital mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store. As it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Washington Commanders. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 30. Ready?
Here's Young from the shotgun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to hold the ball on the ground. This is a passing.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington.
So,
Chris
I got this thing on, so I'm coming back. Yeah, see what? Who did? Who was picked up?
Matt Gay on for the extra point.
For real? They mad. They good mad. For real?
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
There she go, hanging from the hoop.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no. He's so tall. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Too bad. Oh, yeah.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Okay.
Now Rollins can't Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose it.
I'm not that good.
2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
What's this? I might go after this game. Wow, what you want?
Let's get everything we got.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up a
I thought
touchdown.
guys were literally all the best.
Nah, they got what's coming too.
Oh, they got the beard now. The beard.
Yeah.
James Harden.
The discussion we had with the coaching staff was we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. I'm quite sure that they envision a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. And they'll try and throw for it regardless. They'll find his rookie running out from Ohio State here. But to throw again is Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 12 yards there as they move the chains. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Right at the 40. Lawrence will throw. And Walker has it. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. This unit never going to improve against the pass because right now, Charles is number 27 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game and not give them any reason to get out of the tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Again, it's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. To throw, Young. A throw outside for Pearson is complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran it real shallower than normal as he rushed straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
First catch so far by Chase. It's a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. They went through 2-minute drill, and they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Lawrence going to fire out wide, complete. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence. Got a man. Makes the gap. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Commanders' 14-yard line.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Come on, baby.
He was hit just as he let that go.
Let's go.
Now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on
I
it.
think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Oh.
Shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they left the throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the 1st quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
I need to make some bad dogs. That's 11 feet long.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for Commanders touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you haven't been taught.
And he returns this to 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Finding Walker complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. Now Lawrence. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
And the Lions 1st down.
The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Throw out wide with Booker. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they've come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Walker. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there. They'll set him up 1st and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the left side, he gets this one to Booker. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Emeka Booker, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions have come back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Lions 7. Andy Borregales is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Young to throw. That's over the middle, he caught by Pearson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Young. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Looking to throw, Young. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, man. They're putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air here. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Oh, how you get away from that?
And down inside the 15.
Come on.
3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this was the 1st down.
That's good for a Commander's 1st down.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it.
I hate to play like this, but I'm trying to get my D in.
He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Ricky Pearson from 10 yards out. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7.
That game to kick off for Washington.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A strong showing your last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Looking to throw Lawrence. Got him in. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
14 yards.
Third catch of this first half for him. This was a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Lions.
Here's Lawrence. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Xavier Legette, 50 yards. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown, 21-14.
Lions 14. Alvarez Borregales set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone and marched it down the field. A lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm at almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Young will set to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Here's Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They're going to find the open man. That's complete.
Come on, Travis Hunter.
First down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 33. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. To the air once more, Young. Over the middle, and it's loose football. The ball comes out.
Oh, my goodness.
But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot on the fumble. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Throwing, Young. That's complete to Pearson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Young to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down. Now Young. That is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jamar Chase, from 10 yards out. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote smoking the
I threw it to the wrong guy. I threw it to the wrong man.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And now it winds up incomplete.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
To throw, Young. And that'll be incomplete. But he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw for a little bit. Chris Olave as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, a good-looking return set up here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And I don't think there's any question. This offense is going to need to hit a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try to wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolute start for finding some way to pull together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now Lawrence. Oh, he's got a Booker. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now Lawrence changing the play. First and 10. He is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Lawrence. And Walker has it. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
No.
That's going to be incomplete.
I hate when they make them messed up.
The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. Pass to the sideline, pulled in. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Now he's going to shoot. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. This one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Lawrence to throw. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Juwan Jackson, 29 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there, set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening run score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime and sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now a run here off the RPO, he'll keep it. And he'll be out of bounds has been able to get it up past the 45. Young scrambling and able to pick up the first with his legs.
At this point, this offense feels like they can just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Now when they can rack up some stats and continue to
Oh, wow. Oh.
That is caught. Downfield is Pearson. Touchdown, Washington. Ricky Pearson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one.
Yeah, baby. Wow.
In this position,
What?
trying to get back into the game, teams are
Where?
looking for a spark from their special teams.
Why would you do that?
Why would you get an R2?
Long field
Where that can be seen?
points on the board.
Why did you?
Oh, God. It's so ugly.
Stop saying that. I swear.
What?
I don't.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
What made you do
I
that?
feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game.
It was pretty.
They're going to try to pull off
And it was
an
what?
aggressive comeback. It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get
Doesn't
out
like
of this
that.
situation. But
I don't like it either.
So they've got the football and
Let
they'll
me
start
see
right
it.
on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Oh,
That is a big tattoo
oh,
too.
so big.
Why? And that's a sleeve.
To
Oh,
add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many
All
times
right,
have we seen
you.
this
All right.
defense with a long field behind them
Oh.
get even more aggressive?
I think it's so bad, Joe.
Hey.
It looks so real.
And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Red, 38.
Following the interception, Young.
Well, you shouldn't play like that.
And I screamed for it as y'all.
Force anything in the coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes.
Now I'm about to go pray gay.
He's got second and third down to fall back on.
Okay.
My heart
Shit
is so
was,
happy.
baby. I tell you.
You should be there.
I was gonna be mad. I mean, I can't be mad. She 18, but still,
In the third
wouldn't have
quarter
been
here in
happy.
D.C., a second and 10 upcoming. Now here's Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after that last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Young now. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see five wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The three straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders win for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really unfortunate for them to put this game in.
Come on, man.
And you know they want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is how do they put a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Lawrence going to move him around a bit. After the sack on first down, Lawrence that'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll lead here to a third down. Lawrence will throw.
Throwing themselves.
For the fourth time today. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
It certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Looking to throw, Young. Looking deep here for Chase. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Chris Olave. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. And they'll send the slot in motion left. There's a short to the tight end, Johnson. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive and plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And they have to be careful of is getting the great score and trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 2nd down and 4.
Red on red. Here we go.
And a comes in as that one falls in.
What is that?
Well, let's see who this is on. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Lawrence had a throw on that last run. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Commander defense able to hold. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
He will find his man. This out past the 25.
6 yards. That's good for Washington. First down.
Now Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on the offense pretty happy because that gives them all stats a bit, but as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 10. Looking deep here for Chase. And it's caught. A huge play there for Washington. 47 yards.
And a Commander's first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Again, it's Young. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in for the Commanders' touchdown. Chris Olave, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Looking to throw Lawrence. Repeated the last play, fighting Walker. From the 43, 2nd and 6. Here's Lawrence. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Lawrence. And now
They catching.
he goes right side.
They're coming 10 yards over.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for the Commanders touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the school.
a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got done. They got to set back and have a long field to cover. They're not trying to put points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. Looking at throw on second down. Lawrence. Crossing right catch made by Johnson. They'll get him to the ground with the trailing following a pickup of 4.
4. I think it's first down.
Lawrence gets fired on the line complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they actually get the third down conversion. Lawrence going to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here we go.
To throw once more on second and 10. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on, and it's third down. Right where they set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go, gotta have it. Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down.
Why is it going?
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Young here to throw. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing, partner. They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
This second and 4. Now Lawrence. That's complete. Henry Smith. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Detroit.
Hey, Ginger.
Lawrence. Finding space at the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how this final play is developed.
Come on, man, block. Bomb.
It's not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Oh, wow. See, that's terrible.
Well, it looked like they marched to the end zone and hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they get their offense back on track.
11.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Man, don't nobody drop more passes than my teams.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Go, let's go. Here we go.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence.
What I tell you, every time they touch.
And they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Young's going to throw it here. Looking deep here for Chase. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, big here in the 4th quarter, really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed a completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. It's Brian Branch with it.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence now going to move it around. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw out line to Walker. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Try left side complete. That's Walker. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that is caught on a going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. The CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat, and there he is again already, his second touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know, I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play. And of course, he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
So they go with the pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep here for Chase. And this will be caught. Forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally because here they